First, I'd like to thank you all for making good on your promise to visit our town. What this community is bringing to your attention is something we have been dealing with for decades. My family has been in Huron for almost 50 years. Decade after decade, our children have been bused to Coalinga so they can continue their education. It is unfair that Huron, despite being in one of the world's largest economies, is still fighting for equality. We don't receive the same benefits as our neighboring city of Coalinga, and our shared school district is not equally serving Huron students. I am a mother of 3 boys, 2 of which were lucky to make it through 4 years of riding a bus to and from Coalinga from the early hours of the morning until past 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Not to mention that if they wanted to join sports or any after-school activities, they would get home between 10 and 11 o'clock at night. This was always a concern to me, especially during winter nights due to rain or dense fog. Despite my concerns for the lack of sleep and my boys spending so much time traveling back and forth on a bus, I am grateful that they did not fall victims to the cycle of violence, drugs, or jail that have impacted so many other young men and women of Huron. If you take your time to speak to students of Coalinga High who live in Huron, they will say their biggest issue is waking up so early just to make it to the bus stop on time. One of the most common reasons for Huron students to miss school is missing the school bus and not having a ride to school, since their high school isn't walking distance. My biggest concern at this time is that my youngest son, Damien, who just turned 11 3 days ago, is being forced out of his safety zone. He is a special needs student who was diagnosed with autism at an early age. My son has a speech impediment and behavioral issues which require him to be placed in special education, taught by teachers with specialized training. My son is nearing middle school this coming school year. The school district has informed me that if I want to have access to a special needs teacher come middle school, he must attend Coalinga Middle School and transport by bus to Coalinga, leaving Huron at 6:20 in the morning and returning around 4:20 in the afternoon. Huron does not and will not have a special needs classroom for my son or any special needs child come middle school age. My only options are to put my son on a bus for 2 hours to Coalinga and 2 hours back home, or find the resources to drive him to and from Coalinga every day. I fear for my son and how he will react to such drastic change for him. The confusion he might feel going to a new school, new city, where the community is not his own, just to have access to a special needs teacher. I know that will be unbearable for him, and it breaks my heart as a mother of a child with special needs to hear a take it or leave it from the district. Huron students, it's 2023 and Huron students are still segregated. This is just one of hundreds of examples of not having equal access to a quality education. The bottom line is, this should not be about buses or high schools. This should be about our children and about our children having equal access to facilities, teachers, and opportunities in the same school district, regardless of their zip code. I hope you find it in your heart to look deeper into our situation and help us with a solution for our children. That's what I wanted to say, but I was not allowed to say it.
Pues lo estás haciendo ahorita. Para la audiencia de habla español, si no queremos que leas todo, pero un resumen. Dinos tu nombre completo y cuáles son las quejas que tienes o preocupaciones por tu hijo con necesidades especiales.
Me llamo Maritza Orozco. Tengo 2 hijos ya mayores que pasaron por el sistema de Coalinga Huron. Terminaron su high school, 4 años de subirse en el bus a las 6 de la mañana, 6:20 de la mañana, regresar hasta las altas horas de la noche si querían hacer deportes o cualquier actividad. Tengo otro menor de 11 años que va a empezar la middle school. Y teniendo middle school aquí en Huron, ellos quieren que también a él lo pase por lo mismo, levantarlo a las 5:20 de la mañana, 5:15 de la mañana, para subirse en un camión a las 6:20, cuando clases empiezan a las 8:30, creo, sí, 8:30. So, él tendrá que subirse a un camión por 2 horas de ida y 2 horas de vuelta, siendo niño especial. Y teniendo nosotros aquí una escuela donde lo pueden educar. pero ellos no quieren o no tienen y no quieren ponerle un programa a los niños especiales de aquí de Huron. So, nosotros tendríamos que hacerlos pasar por madrugar todos los días y llegar hasta las 4:30 de la tarde a su casa en un bus.
Sí, entonces tenías este testimonio. Nosotros vamos a asegurar que tu mensaje llegue por vía de YouTube, pero más que nada también eres una modelo porque estás abogando no nomás por tu hijo, sino por todas las madres que tienen los niños especiales.
Sí.
¿Qué mensaje les das? ¿Por qué estás aquí luchando? ¿Qué es lo que te motiva más?
Mi hijo, porque yo soy su voz. Él no habla, yo soy la voz de él.
Muchas gracias por el trabajo que estás haciendo.
Gracias.